Hey guys, welcome back to Frenchie and the Brit. I am the ever illustrious Brit.
Et je suis le français. Bonjour.
For those of you who don't speak whatever that was, my companion is the Frenchie.
I think I probably got this part.
Well, you never know, you might just be pretentious.
Today we're reviewing a small indie game that we found called Armikrog. Armikrog?
I have no idea. It's Armikrog. We're developing it. Armikrog is on. Now, despite what you may think, Armikrog does not involve army frogs. It's actually...
It doesn't involve frogs,
No,
yes.
not at all. No army frogs are anywhere near this game. Instead, what you have is a kind of claymation point-and-click game.
So definitely nothing that implies frog in the army.
Well, there might be frogs in it, I don't know. But either way, it's a claymation point-and-click game, which is relatively something...
This is really rare, but well, to be fair,
Yeah.
that's one of the very few games that I know that use claymation, animation.
Yeah, well, they're not... Claymation is sort of a forgotten art form, really. It was used for years in kind of kids' shows, because it's relatively harmless, you can show anything in claymation and it doesn't... it's not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
affect
yeah.
anything. In video games themselves, there weren't
They were
many.
not much. No. The only one that I can really think of is Clay Fighter 64, I think, on Nintendo 64. It was like a fighting game with like claymation.
Well, there was also the one that did it was a game version of the MTV Celebrity
Oh,
Fight.
yeah, true.
Which, God, I forgot that show existed.
Yep, for a reason.
Yeah, true. But the game follows the story of a space traveler whose planet is dying. He goes to a different planet with his companion, who is a
Blind dog that can talk.
blind bird dog thing that can
Oh,
talk.
yeah, he can fly as well. Yeah, true. It's
They
logic.
they land on the planet, get chased by a monster, and end up in a kind of puzzle house, really. Because apparently all these alien planets need you
They
to
build
do
their house with puzzles.
Yeah.
That's how you build your house.
And it is a little bit Resident Evil puzzles to a degree. It's-
Way higher than this. I think Resident Evil is like very tamed, in terms of puzzle. This is like really making you bold type of puzzle.
yeah, there's a lot of kind of find the lever stuff, but there's also more sort of look at each picture in individual rooms and replicate it. And also, here's a door that can only be controlled by...
Noise, yeah.
Given to you by an ant called Abraham Lincoln.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty clever. I think the biggest weakness this game suffers is the opening is kind of better than the game.
Yeah, which leads to the idea that it might have been better as a short film than an actual game,
Yeah, it's sort of... There's a lot of style over gameplay in a way. I mean, I'm a bit biased because I don't like point-and-click games anyway. I find them a bit tedious.
I tend to like them, but then it's just, it's in small doses. You do like one tiny puzzle and then you let it rest for a bit, or else you're just gonna,
Yeah, the last one I played was Telltale's Walking Dead.
Which is not even really a point and click
You
nowadays.
point
It's
and
more...
you click things.
Yeah, but it's more like narrative experience. It's not really...
Yeah, but it does do one thing this game doesn't do, which I think is very important for any point-and-click game. It allows you to move your character without having to click on the screen to move your character.
Which can, it can become tedious after a while.
Yeah, thankfully the rooms are quite small, so you're mostly clicking on the edges. But either way, it's still a missed thing that you quite want in it.
True.
1 point to it though, the actual voices when they're speaking are done relatively well.
Yeah, the voice acting is pretty cool.
Yeah, they're a lot better than Uncanny Valley. For one thing, there's a bit of emotion.
Yeah.
They don't just sound like people who are dying.
They don't just sound like clones of Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah. And, the characters really do come out, in each of their movements. And with their movements come another aspect of it, which is the fact that they implement the aspects of the characters into the gameplay.
Yeah, you have like a good complementarities because the main character made of clay, he can use like his body as the inventory.
Yeah.
Which try not to do. I mean, that could be painful for your stomach.
Yeah, you wouldn't get your house keys back for a good 12 hours.
That could take a while, unless you've eaten, something.
Yeah, but either way, they're not coming out comfortably.
Yep. That's another story, don't do it.
If you're going to do that, get small keys.
He talk by experience.
Or one key that opens everything.
Here we go. And his dog, for instance, his dog is like a blind flying dog that because he's blind, I mean, you see differently,
Yeah.
the world while you play it. So yeah, it's kind of cool what they implemented.
Now, obviously, I haven't played through the whole game. Kevin's played a lot more of it than me, and you told me that you do implement the dog's blindness in gameplay quite a lot. Yeah, so, in other words, if you're looking for a slightly different puzzle game, something that's got a nice look to it, or you're just looking for something to watch while you kind of faff about doing something else.
Or something that would really use your brain quite a bit.
And by brain, we mean Google.
Don't be one of those people that look for the solution.
Yeah, don't be one of those people. Be one of those people. Hey, it's only cheating if you get caught.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not bouncing on that.
Wink it there. Anyway, guys, you find it on the PlayStation Store. It looks nice. It's a bit of fun, and if you like a challenge, it's well worth it. All right, have a nice day, guys.
Peace out.
Bye.